What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, I wanted to focus in on the non-card market for this video and talk a little bit about why it is so important, in my opinion, and important for more than just land. I know that the non-card market was considered land phase 0.5, but ultimately the non-card market is going to serve a vital role in any kind of bull run or bear market rally that we experience. And I think there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of potential, there's a lot of hope right now as we approach the end of Chaos Legion that things may seem a little like they were when Beta sold out, when Untamed sold out, and despite the fact that there is a raging bear market, or at least, recession, potential recession in the US, and just, the global macro economy is not in a phenomenal place, but that Splinterlands, once we once we end or sell through all of Chaos Legion, can experience some kind of price appreciation in their assets now that the scarcity will actually be felt, and potentially draw in new players, bring in new people, bring in new capital. So that's where this thing becomes super important, because I lived through the Untamed. Well, I came in the middle of the Untamed kind of hype, or end of Untamed hype. Many others lived through that, right? Where they were there buying Jotuns and kitties for $20 a pop. And then next thing you know, those things are going for hundreds or thousands of dollars, right? So when I joined the game, August of 2021, one of the biggest issues for people who were exploring the game new to crypto or just not native with crypto was, how do you get capital into the game, right? And the easiest way at the time was to use credits, but there was nothing available for sale for credits. You could go in and you could buy certain cards, but if you wanted to buy packs off the secondary market, which many people were trying to do at that time, you had to figure out a way to get capital into the game through crypto, either on the Ethereum chain, on the Binance chain. I think Tron was still up and running at the time. But you had to figure out how to get in through one of these bridges. And I used the what's that called? The Binance Smart Chain, or the BNB chain, to get or enter into the game. So when other people, though, who weren't, as I said, native to crypto, started looking in and trying to figure out how to buy all these other assets, whether it was land, whether it was packs, they could only use credits. And at the time, credits weren't purchasable, or credits could not purchase those items. Whereas now, the non-card market does offers essentially everything, I think, except for like validator license nodes. So you can see here, I mean, every single pack is available, and sure, there is a little bit of a premium paying here rather than something like Hive Engine, which doesn't carry the fee. But in this way, it makes onboarding capital, in Hardpoint's words, right? Hardpoint from the team, frictionless crypto. It allows people to use fiat, use a credit card, use a debit card, use PayPal, whatever it is, to bring capital into the game and buy assets that aren't just cards or potions, which were the only other thing at the time that had any value, right? So that to me represents one of the biggest kind of like openings, or I don't even know how to describe it. It's just the fact that channel is there now. And for a while, like I don't think we're going to see like a massive increase or X's in price for the Chaos Legion packs. There's just too many of them, right? So I don't think we're going to do like a 5 or 10x in like the price overnight, because we need more players to come in to eat through that, or we need the current players who are still slowly leveling up their deck some time to eat through those packs themselves, whether it's bringing more capital in or rearranging their assets within game. But my point is overall, it's going to be much easier now when a new player comes in who's heard about this game from one way or another and wants to buy more assets within the game, but they don't want to buy cards that may be overpriced, or they don't want to buy, specific things. They like to play the roulette, gambling, casino action of opening packs. That's going to be available to them. And so to me, that makes actually, Q2 and on really exciting. Q2 towards like the second half of this year, whenever Rebellion actually comes out, that period of time could be awesome. And sure, I'm not trying to create like this kind of rose tinted viewpoint of like what's going to happen. I don't want to create any kind of unnecessary hype and FOMO, but I am of the same mindset of many people that it's just like, hey, once Chaos Legion is gone, I've been saying that I don't think that there's enough Chaos Legion cards even for everybody who's currently in the game to play at the highest levels. And if I'm still working on leveling up my deck, and I'm sure many others are, especially if they're playing at silver or gold like myself, then over time, we're going to start to eat through that. And if we start to see asset prices rising, new players get interested, people start to see what's going on in the game, they come in and they can easily buy all different types of packs, whether it's Chaos Legion or Rift Watchers. I mean, if you want to go old school, Alpha, Beta, Untamed, go for it. But, these packs will be available on the secondary market for a while, as well as land. And I think we're going to start getting more and more stuff with land. Like, I never bought totems, but I know people were super excited about totems for a while. And so if you wanted to do anything, you just had to go land, totems, or titles even. You just had to go into Hive Engine and buy it. And, the Hive Engine is great, but the interface can be really confusing. It's not easy with like the swaps. And then there's a whole whole separate website of tribal decks to actually do swaps rather than doing a spot market trade. Or limit market trade. Here it's simple. It's easy. You know what you're paying. It's priced in fiat and you can pay in fiat. And to me, that's going to represent a huge way for new users to onboard capital into the game and ecosystem. So just want to call this out because, non-card market is something that obviously took a lot longer than I think anybody was expecting, including the team. But now that it's here, I think it's going to play a very, very vital role over the next couple of months and obviously in the future of Splinterlands as the game continues to grow and bring in new people. Just having this as a channel, as an option for people to onboard capital in a frictionless way to convert, fiat into, again, you're not buying crypto here, so got to be very careful because it's not crypto. You're buying in-game assets that do have value and are NFTs or considered tokens. Then I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like the sky's the limit in many ways. So again, I don't know what's going to happen over the next couple of months. I am excited, though, to see what happens after Chaos Legion sells out, and I am more excited about the fact that the non-card market is up and running and seems to have a good amount of liquidity. Look at that. Good amount of liquidity and volume. 24-hour volume is I thought that was million. Never mind. It's $3,600. But either way, it's still not bad, right? It shows that there is activity happening here, and I think ultimately at the end of the day, that's going to be a really important thing overall. So that's all I have in this video for you guys. Just trying to share a little bit of hopium, maybe not hopium, but just something positive that I think is going to pay dividends very, very well in the future for the game, for the ecosystem overall, and for new players. So that's all I have. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.